Hello there, everyone. This is going to be a slightly different video than I normally do, and this is just going to be kind of like, I mean, in this clip, specifically, all I'm going to be doing is running Culvert, and the only reason I'm going to be running Culvert is because Nightwalkers are basically going to get deleted from the game, so to speak. I know the 2-minute changes isn't, like, super bad. I mean, we lose a good amount of final damage. And then the latest KMST changes, we lose even more final damage. Like, we're gonna be pretty much at the bottom, which is funny. It just is what it is, right? MapleStory is a cyclical game. Some classes spend times at the top. Top classes eventually get to the bottom, spend time at the bottom. Anyways, that's not why I'm here. Specifically, I want to run Culvert, because this is probably the strongest I will ever be. Specifically for something like Culvert. So I figured, why not showcase and illustrate, like, where I'm at? Especially since this is also, like, giga-juiced event buff, so you can see I have an insane event buff right now. 20 attack, 70 boss, 91 EXP. I mean, I could have a little bit more damage if I rolled, like, IED as well, but I value the XP way too much. And, like, my gear isn't, like, perfect or anything. It's fine. My CP isn't, like, anything too crazy. I don't have any double primes on my weapon secondary or emblem, so it's all just 3-line attack. So I have ways to get stronger and stuff still, but this is, like, the strongest I'm reasonably ever gonna get. So let me grab some buffs here so we can go ahead and run Culvert. And hopefully I don't fuck it up, because this should be my strongest Culvert by far. By far. What else do I need? Oh god, my inventory. Don't look at my inventory. Please don't look. Close your eyes. Oh yeah, there's another thing that I could have waited for. I could wait for the boss damage increase, but I don't think it's fine. I'm just gonna run Culvert without it. So, like, I could get a little bit stronger still, technically, but it's fine. I'm just gonna run Culvert now. I think that's everything, though, right? Because I can't use Serams, can't use House Buff or Fam Buff. Yeah, I think that's everything. I always freak out because I can never remember. But that is everything, right? Oh no, I need Ursus. Ursus. Ursaus. Ursusis. Boop. Cool. That should be everything. And I won't spoil, like, what I know my Culvert will be around, because obviously I run my Culvert every week. And it doesn't matter that much, but it's a little bit more fun if you guys can, like, guess and figure out, see what you think my Culvert will be. Because I know what it should roughly be. I know what it should roughly be. Just depends on if I fuck it up or not. Which is also very possible. I need to use Echo, I need to use Whetstone, and I will be using the champion buff. We're just gonna max all of these. Like I said, this is gonna be like the most I could possibly do. I have Fatal and everything, yes sir. I don't do anything too extreme outside of that. Hit my FAMs, that puts me at 377 without Mo Swan Link. Mo Swan. And we go. We go.
3, 2, 1, start.
Should be everything. I'm like staring at my buffs and I always do this because I always feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't think I am. I mean, we'll find out if I'm forgetting something based on my score real fast. We will see. Alright, what's our score gonna be? What are we ending? Damn, I got attack locked. That's rough. 103, 761. I mean, I knew it would be slightly above 100k because I hit over 100k last week, but I mean, this is like basically the same score that I hit, which is interesting because obviously we have the rank 4 buff now, and I only ran it with rank 3 buff last time, but hey. I mean, shit, I'll retry it again. I won't make you guys wait, but I'll see. I'll show you guys what my rerun score is, regardless of if it's higher or lower. We'll see. Fatal timing might have been bad, fatal lag might have been bad. I might just be forgetting something. I don't know. We'll be back. We'll see. We'll see what the rerun. Alright, the rerun as promised. 102. I mean, it's basically the same. I don't know. Maybe the last week I just got really good fatal lag. Anyways, that's going to be my Culvert score. At least I hit 100k at least once. Well, technically, this is the second week of me hitting it. But I just kind of wanted to show it off because again, this is the strongest I will ever be. Like, literally speaking. I don't think I'll ever get to this point again on this character. Mostly, I mean, part because of the class changes. Obviously, going to a 2-minute class instead of a 3-minute. Our burst is going to be significantly reduced, and then on top of that, our class kind of gets nerfed anyways. So, we're going to be a lot less good in Culvert regardless. But, what was my score last week? 103, 761 this week. It was literally 103 something that week too. Yeah, 103, 633. And this was with level 3 designer buff. So I don't really understand. It just has to be fatal lag. Maybe better fatal lag that day, worse fatal lag this week. Anyways, that'll do it for this clip. I don't know what else I'm going to put in after this. I just wanted to do the Culvert smile face. Hello there, everybody. This is going to be kind of a continuation of the last clip. Not in the, like, a direct way, but just kind of in a... I'm going to be talking about Night Troupe and just kind of hanging out, so there's not going to be too much going on in the background, so... I mean, there's usually not ever too much going on in the background. This is... I mean, like, all my content is second monitor content, but you know what I mean. I think I'm just going to be doing some profession stuff. I think I'm going to see how many, small WAPs I can create. Because God knows I be needing them. And I'm just going to be talking about Night Troupe and kind of like my thoughts about how Night Troupe went. Oh, I used XP accumulation. That's my bad. I meant to use WAP. Oopsie. Anyways, though, Night Troupe. So how was Night Troupe for me? Night Troupe hasn't officially ended quite yet. And I think I'm actually going to put this out on Sunday. I'm recording this on MapleStory Sunday, so like my Saturday. With this clip specifically. So we have like a couple more resets of Night Troupe before it's like fully gone. Well, let me extract some stuff too. But ultimately, Night Troupe was about what I expected it to be. Maybe it was a little bit better than I expected it to be, truthfully speaking. And what I mean by this was I knew Night Troupe wasn't going to be superb for, like, grinding for me. And this is something that I kind of knew going into it when the fragment procs were like a thing. I just want to make sure my roar is equipped. I have like a fear of my roar unequipping itself and then me just getting rid of a roar 4 in my inventory and then it being my roar somehow. Which is why I didn't just do that the first time. But I needed my 2 advanced item crystals from that roar. Anyways. My XP bar, I mean, what? At the beginning of Night Troupe, I was probably around 40%. Honestly, the Dave the Diver event, I don't know if y'all were sleeping on it, but Dave the Diver gave a ton of EXP, low-key. Plus, we had the 3x coupons, so that kind of makes up for, like, having the rune duration thing, since I'm not taking the XP procs or anything. Because, again, like I said, I'm not taking the XP procs, I'm taking the fragments from my mules. Because I'm not grinding on my mules, and that's the only way they're really going to ever get fragments is through dailies and weekly. I am out in her angler. So, even though the fragments might not be, like, insane on paper, even though I think they are kind of insane, like, the fragments start at, like, an extra daily and ended up at being, like, double a daily every day. So, I mean, you add that up, you're saving, like, months of time. You know what I mean? And yeah, you're only saving months of time if you're, like, actively going to be, not grinding on them. But I'm literally not going to be grinding on them. I need superior item crystals for this, I forgot. Right, so that's what I was gonna do. I have to farm superior item crystals. And of course, by farm superior item crystals, I mean do this. Let me see here, can I do this? Yeah, I can do it like this. I'm basically just converting the, like, Cygnus and random CRA pieces I have into items, and then extracting the items so I can get superior item crystals. Probably shouldn't be doing this in Ardent Mill, because Ardent Mill is a little bit laggy, but it's fine. And I will show off, like, my Hexa progression on my Thunderbreaker, because my Thunderbreaker's Hexa progression, honestly, is so much better than I thought it would be. Like, it looks phenomenal. Like, obviously, it's not, like, max or close to max. No shit, right? It's just never gonna be. Because I don't grind on it like that. But it's phenomenal. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's just a lot of time save in this event. Also, the Inkwell note, obviously giving like 400 fragments definitely helped, because I put them all... Well, I didn't put all of them on the Thunderbreaker. I used some to unlock mastery nodes on my Dawn Warrior as well, but yeah. Because Legion Champions are like the next like realistic goal for me. Oh, I don't have any more pieces. I don't run Cygnus anymore, so I guess it's to be expected. I wish you could extract from here, but you have to be an Ardent Mill. Which is low-key kind of annoying, but it's fine. What was I saying? Sorry, I'm getting very sidetracked. But I mean, if you watch my channel, you already expect this, right? Like, surely you must expect this. This is like the most Chris thing possible. Dude has like a plan that he wants to talk about, or like a quote-unquote plan, and then he just kind of goes off the fucking rails. Yeah, I wish I could stay in Ardent Mill, but it's just so goddamn laggy. The inputs are so much faster in a non-event map, or a quote-unquote event map, you know what I mean. Special map. The special maps are like super laggy for whatever reason. So like event maps, the Maple admin room, for example, the event hall, whatever it's called. I'm out of those as well. But I want to be able to solo hard Saren on at least my Thunderbreaker once it liberates. I'm not sure how realistic that goal is going to be. I guess it really depends on how many upgrades he gets from here. Because I think I mean, we'll check the liberation progress on both my Dawn Warrior and my Thunderbreaker when we get on them. But I think my Thunderbreaker's like 7 or so weeks away from liberating, and my Dawn Warrior's a little bit behind that, I think by like 3 or 4 weeks. So like, probably something like 9, 10, if I had to guess. So they liberate pretty close together. And to be clear, I'm like only really focusing on my 2 Legion champions, the Dawn Warrior and the Thunderbreaker. I'm not like spreading myself super thin, because not only do I think that would burn me out, but I also think it's just too much for me on my plate. Some days I already feel like I have too much on my plate with all the boss mules that I run. I don't need to run them all, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy running them since they're there. Well, enjoy, quote-unquote. I enjoy the meso, not so much running them. Some of them I do, but some of them I'm just like, man, don't really want to be doing this. And that's kind of how I feel about Challenger World as a whole. I really didn't want to do it. The first, like, few videos I made for the series, like the tiny series I did, not only were they really fun to make, but obviously they performed really well, because, I mean, it's new content, and they're, like, quote-unquote guide-ish videos. I mean, they're not, but they are, you know? But that was, like, my fun with Challenger World, and then ever since then, I've just been doing dailies, and having to do the 3K daily twice a day, one of them being on that world, is just tedious. It's really tedious. So I'm probably going to end up transferring my Challenger World character after today as well, since today is the Sunday Monster Park bonus. I'll do all my dailies and stuff and then transfer it over, and with it I'll be bringing like 800 black flames or something. Don't really know what I'm going to be black flaming. I'll probably check all my mules gear and make sure like their arcane flames are like actually good instead of just mid. And then I assume the rest of the flames I'll throw on my Jenny weapon here, since I have nothing else I can do with it, and hope I can hit a tier 7, tier anything boss damage. Because, I mean, this flame is good, it's just a little bit worse than, like, if that damage roll was low. But it's, like, totally passable, which is why I haven't really bothered, and I haven't really, like, flipped my lid over it. I don't know. And obviously, I'm still going to be grinding for 291. I'll be hitting 291 relatively soon. I mean, quote-unquote relatively soon, right? But relatively soon relative to when I thought I would be hit. Because if you had if you deadass, okay, you walked up to me like a year ago and said, "Hey man, in 1 year from now you'll be 291 on your Nightwalker," I would be like, "Yeah, fucking right, bro. Like, you're a bozo. Like, who are you?" But I don't know. I've definitely picked up the amount of time that I've been putting into the game. But it's also just been a lot of consistency throughout that as well. Because I'll have periods of time where I go, like, super ham, and I'll do, like, 4-hour days or 5-hour days. I like how I say super ham and I say 4 or 5 hours. That's like a regular day for most of the giga grinders in this game. Like, that's a bad day. A regular day for them is like 8+. But yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, I'll finish doing this and then I'll swap over to my other characters. Okay, I got bored, so I'm done doing it for now. I think I only did like 1 or 2 more inventories after pausing the recording. But if you guys want to see how many I'm gonna craft, I can craft right now, up to 175 apparently. And I always craft small wops just because I like the flexibility. And also it's nice to be able to use them easy for boss rooms. But I was getting kinda low. think I was down to like 200 almost. Yeah, around 200, so I figured I'd start crafting some again. But after this, I'll hop on over to the Thunderbreaker, and then I'll hop onto the Dawn Warrior. And I might even hop onto the Challenger World character just to show it off. But there's not much to show off. It's literally just like I said, I've done dailies and whatever. And that's pretty much it. Dailies, weeklies. I haven't pushed it. I just do normal slime. It's like a normal slime mule. Nothing too crazy. Anyways, when I'm finished doing this, I'll be back. Alright, as promised, 6x120. So we're back up to, what, 914 small wops? That's a great success in my book. I will need to be making some whetstones again as well. Go to smithing. But whetstones require so many superior item crystals. That's rough, man. I'll have to do this again sometime soon. Honestly, might need to start adding 4-door back in my rotation to get replenish on my pieces. Anyways, I'll head over to the Thunderbreaker, and we can take a look at the Thunderbreaker. Oh, I guess I haven't like mentioned it either directly, but I have almost 3,000 solar defragments again as well, which is a large amount. I'm definitely safely in the endgame space. I can reroll this, but I have very little intention to. Yeah. Okay, on the Thunderbreaker, as I promised, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this character. But I am going to run dailies and stuff, I think, if I have something to yap about. Otherwise, I'll just go to the Dawn Warrior first and talk about that, and then we can yap or whatever. Yap, then I can do dailies or whatever, excuse me. I've got a vague plan. But my Thunderbreaker, so obviously this character is like my strongest character that isn't my Nightwalker. Let's take a look at its liberation. So I'm 750 into will. So, Lucid Hilla, I get like 200 a week-ish? 250 maybe? I don't remember. I think it's like 220 or something. Because I duo C10E. Just to save time. And also just because it's more fun. So, I don't know. And then I have the BM run, which I 3-man. So I get an extra 200 from that. Hello, kitty. Sorry, my cat's sitting down. I have to make sure he doesn't knock over everything on my desk because I have liquids in a cup. He does not give a shit. But, yeah, I'll be liberating soon enough, regardless. And then the Hexa on this character. So like I said, the Hexa on this character is actually, like, pretty fucking good. I'm really happy with it. And this is way better than I thought it would end up. Like, I have 19 Annihilate, and Mastery nodes on this class are, like, way better. Like, way more weighted. Specifically, like, Annihilate and Thunderbolt and Typhoon. These are the 3 that I want to level, basically. They're just, like, the highest priority. Origin is, like, okay. But it's not like other classes where their damage is more spread out. It's like pretty much a lot in these 4 nodes, right? So it ends up being good, and then obviously it has Hexastat 1. I think I'll unlock Hexastat 2 once I get Thunderbolt and Typhoon to 19 as well, because that's my plan. I'm going to get both of these to 19. And I'm not really sure how long that's going to take without Night Troupe, right? Because Night Troupe fragments are a lot. Then I'll unlock Hexafragment, or Hexastat 2, and then once I unlock Hexastat 2, my plan is to move over to the Dawn Warrior, start giving him all the fragments, because right now this character is getting them all. Anyways, that is sort of where this character's at in terms of, like, the long-term progression that I don't show typically. Let's go to the Dawn Warrior. As promised, we are on the Dawn Warrior. Dawn Warrior is like same deal. but it's slightly further behind Lib, 110 into Will. But it's still, like, only a little bit behind. Same deal on this character. I don't consistently run Black Mage every month on this character, but I've been going with my friend. Thank you. Shout out Hannah. Appreciate you. And I've been going with Hannah. She's been taking me just to make it a lot smoother, because I'm not pugging that shit, and my other friend doesn't really want to struggle run with his bishop, which is fair, so is what it is. I'm still crazy about this fucking Berserk, man. 22-star Berserk on a mule. Yeah, whatever. I also did get a Roar 4 from the BM I ran earlier today, so again, shout out to Hannah. Thank you for that. Carried, as always. But this character's Hexa looks a lot worse, obviously, just because it doesn't have access to fragments. It has no Hexa stat. It only has level 1 masteries, and it also has level 1 Rift of Damnation, which is really good for this class. This boost nodes are okay on this class for Rift and Cosmos specifically. I'm going to unlock Cosmos next, I think, and then I will actually look at the spreadsheet. I just remember Rift of Damnation and Cosmos are, like, actually really good. I'm not doing it super efficiently, but that's just how it be. As Kobe would say, we gotta do what we gotta do. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. I guess I can take a look at the Challenger World character here. You guys haven't seen this character in a while, so give me a second. Welcome to my fucking nightmare, Challenger World. As you can see, this character is pretty much completely untouched from what it was in the last video. Like, I really haven't done anything. I don't even use the cubes on this character. None of it matters, truthfully, because I'm not pushing it. I'm not playing it. And once I have access to all my resources, this character can get, like, juiced up. I mean, I've been throwing cubes on, like, the CRAs that I'm going to use, the 3-piece CRA. I'm not going to use this. I'll figure it out. But, yeah. This character is unremarkable. And this is what this character's Hexa looks like. I'm gonna unlock Vortex Sphere next, because I think that's, a pretty decent skill as well. And then I will probably look at the spreadsheet again. Or look at the graphic, excuse me, and kind of figure out what to level, but level 7 on pretty much everything except Trifling Wind, which is level 9. It has Hexastat 1. It also got pretty lucky on its Hexastat. 7, 8, 5 is, I mean, pretty good. 7 is insane. And then it has the boost node for Howling Gale and Merciless Winds. But overall, this was a lot of effort in terms of, like, consistently doing the dailies and stuff on this character every day. Having to do, like, sets of dailies. It's a lot of time investment, but I mean, this is what you get out of it. You get like a 272 character with like this Hexa. And that is definitely not nothing. Like, that's quite good, actually. But, yeah. I do not like doing this. And here I can show you my Challenger World thing. Like, this is it. Again, you can see my boss clears, like, I have not played Challenger World at all. I did Elucid for the item burning gear for the video. I've done normal slime, and I do normal slime every week for the meso. That's it. Haven't touched anything else. Yeah. Maybe next Challenger World, when I make a Len, or Ren, whatever it ends up being called here, I'll push a little bit harder. Like, actually try to go for, like, the cosmetic stuff. But I'm not sure yet. But I do think I'm going to be making a Len/Ren for one of my Legion champions, because Challenger World gives you the ability to get a bunch of Hexa that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get. And that is valuable, especially on a Legion champion. And then new class is new class, right? I don't really have attachment to any other class, so I was like, oh, the new class looks shiny, so I'll make the new class. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. That's all this video was. This is going to be like a 30-minute video of me just talking. I warned you guys, though, to be fair, so can't say Brother Chris didn't warn you. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good night, Troupe, and I hope you guys are enjoying the game still, because that's the biggest thing. Enjoyment of games is paramount. And setting goals and stuff and doing things that you want to do in games is how you keep the want to do stuff there. Anyways, like the video if you like it, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!